Hey, welcome back to another episode. Let's play Into the Breach, where I try to put together coherent thoughts about games. In the last episode, we were trying to put together a coherent thought about Into the Breach and the Into the Breach, the suspected ethos behind the Into the Breach approach to runs. And what I was saying was that in Isaac you have a chance, well, starting Into the Breach, there's a clear synergy that they're trying to offer you. This is really bad. That they're trying to offer you with the use of the self-destruct and the use of... I'm going to lose this building and this building. With the use of the self-destruct and the passive that heals pilots or revives pilots after a mission if they die. And it's such a niche thing that I don't, there's nothing you can do to influence whether or not you get that synergy, right? It's either going to show up or it's not. The best you can do is make sure you have enough rep to buy it when it comes, but that's not really much control that you can exercise there. I think we need to tank this. Where something like Isaac, when you've got shops and item rooms and different things that you can do with curse rooms and challenge rooms and whatnot to kind of influence what kind of a run you get and actually build an interesting build on your character. In Into the Breach, there's not a lot of that. Basically, you get only a couple of options, only a couple of times a run. But I think what they're going for is more of a strategy within each mission and just the skill in learning the different crews and managing them, rather than trying to figure out how you can just totally ball out of control like you can in Isaac. This will not break, but if I could somehow can't really get him knocked out. What I could do is push you that way with you. You're going to be gone anyway. Then come around with you and knock you in that way. That's probably the best thing to do, right? Yeah. And so when you see all these synergies, it can get frustrating. In the sense that we're still going to lose this grid. It can get frustrating. That's nice. In the sense that you see all these opportunities, but there's really not a ton of chance to use them or influence the fact that you could get them. If there was a spot on each island that, I don't know, some kind of a currency or, I don't know. And maybe they'll build on it. Who knows? I have no idea. Maybe they're building a repertoire of different things, right? I don't know. But where it stands right now... Oh, I can't get out. I can get to here, though. The question is just going to be, where do I want you? I'm going to want you here to hit here and move you in there. You're going to get frozen. You can come in and tank this damage. And then you can just block a spawn. No, don't do that, because then you'll move. This first. So you end up seeing all these neat things that you can never really end up using. Simply because, like, to buy that self-destruct now, it makes no sense to buy the self-destruct. Spend the rep is so hard to come by and so valuable to spend it on that. Oh, he's gonna go into the drink if I do that. Yeah, I'm gonna lose him, right? I think he will die. So what if I come down here, hit him and tank this damage? I'll stand here to block the spawn, and yeah. Then what do I do with him? Okay, that's nice. I guess I just sit him up here. It's only 1 damage. I don't think it's really a run building style of game. Like, that's not what they're going for, I don't think. But it can be frustrating, because I started this as what my criticism of this game was. It can be frustrating to see those synergies, but then also know that really that's not what this game is about, and you're just kind of left like, well, okay, that's nice, but what am I gonna do? I can't do anything with that synergy. It's nice to see that thing is there, but you know, realistically, there's nothing I can do about it. And it's just, it can just be frustrating, that's all. We have a rare situation here where the numbers actually work out in our favor down here. So I had a line here that I was looking at that I gotta be careful with. If I shoot here and knock you that way, and I come around here and punch you into you, that'll do 2 plus the 1 from the knock, and then the Firefly attacks first and finishes off this beetle. You just tank that again, and you kind of come back in case you can do something on the final turn that's useful. Come over here and freeze this Firefly for once. I think this is the way to do it. It's a way to do it. Pushes this guy over here. He's safe. Doesn't kill this Firefly though. So it leaves 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies to deal with. If I can get this guy up to be useful, hopefully we'll be okay. But overall, I mean, this idea of a series of chess puzzles is just fantastic. This guy's going to be a pain. He's going to jump somewhere way up here and just dominate one of my buildings. Or this guy. Okay, so we push him into the drink. But we absolutely have to protect the building, right? Shit, I can't do anything with this. We have to protect the ice. Yeah, it's the ice that we have to protect. Oh no, this is horrible. I'm so far out of position. Okay, this is good though. I can use you for that. Thanks to that dash ability. To take you out and then knock you into the drink. I risk grid defense. I risk losing the grid. I've got 4 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's really nothing I can do. You can usually end up using the freeze tank to get rid of. Like, I don't know why I can't get through here. You can't go through a building? To get an enemy frozen after you've already done the robots, and it's a huge advantage to be able to do that. But it looks like I'm not going to be able to. I think we risk the grid defense. Well, I mean, I know we do over losing the bonus objectives by losing the ice. Right, that's obviously the priority, but I just don't know if there's a way to. I can't get in front here to tank that damage. Like, get in front with you to protect the grid. And then I could protect, he's gonna do 5 damage, so this guy's gotta go. I can then do this. Knock both of them into the drink. Yeah, I guess this is the way to do it, right? Yeah, this was not nearly as complicated as I thought. And then I just move you up here. Yeah, so he got the kill, and then, oh, but only he respawned, regenerated health. So it is just who it's on, because it didn't say all mechs, it says mechs. And it was very clear. The game does a great job of communicating what's going to happen and how things work. There's no complaints there. That is, it's almost flawless. The only confusion here, and it wasn't even confusion, is because I kind of thought mechs heal. It doesn't say all mechs. There are some that will say all mechs. The only thing that doesn't give this game a perfect score on that communication idea is that when there are things on the field, it does not do a good job of telling you what's an ally, what's a building. You know, I found out the hard way that I think it was the immune thing. When I had buildings immune on the artillery, I shot the earth mover, but the earth mover wasn't technically considered a building, I guess. Even though it appears to me to be a building or a structure at least. But, you know, that's the only thing. And when you have robots on the field and those tanks that come online, the simple tanks that push, it does not do a good job of telling you. 1, 2, 3. This, I have a hard time with this. And with them being so spread out like that, my mechs are gonna be pulled in different directions, and they also spawn robots that just do bad things. So I'm gonna stay away from that. I'm gonna try this one if the batteries are in a good spot. I've got the tank that can shoot along this line. It's probably okay. Defend the robots, that's a tough one. I think I'm gonna do this one and this one. It's a bit of a baby way out, but maybe I'll do this one first and then I'll see if this one is doable. This should be nice and easy. Oh, wow. See, I think the RNG is banking on the idea that I will get some freezes out of this, and that's not always the case. The coal plant is shielded. All these are shielded. If they come up this way, they can't get through me here. They're probably going to be pushed this way. They're going to be attacking. Someone's going to attack here and here. This guy might slide in here, which will be a pain. But I can just artillery him over. We'll see how this goes. He's going to come here, right? This is what I'd like to know, is if there's a way to predict some of this stuff. No, he went and got himself frozen. Good for you, buddy. So they're going to waste a turn freeing each other from all these horrible, horrible existences. I'm gonna have a chance to start putting some pressure on. So now you can shoot your buddy. You know what, we might actually just freeze you again. Except that might have been a waste. Now he's just gonna unfreeze him. Not probably, there's definitely a better way to handle that. I think we'll be okay to do it this way. We're focusing the attention over here. We've still got enemies frozen. We're controlling this diagonal here, keeping everybody on this side of it so far. I think that's a pretty good advantage, a pretty big pro. good enough. I mean, I don't know what else you want from me, game. I don't know. Just move out of the way. We've let a guy in here now, but tank can come back. The prime can come back. I think we'll be okay. There's so few enemies that are going to be on screen that to have one up there I think is going to be fine. And he's just a 1 HP, so even the artillery can hit him. Have we damaged you at all? No, we haven't. So if we push you down... we can just do that. That was unfortunate. Why did I not see that one guy? that was really bad. I think we're going to reset because... there's really no need for that. If I do this, that controls you that way, and then we can punch you that way. Do a little bit of damage to you. Actually get rid of you. So we're way out of position, but I think we've pushed them in far enough. We've got enough good things going on here that it's not going to matter. Because we're almost done as well. So this one's pretty much a no-brainer, right? Very good. We're moving along. We're making progress. Mayor Goldie Wilson style. That's my middle name. I didn't give a coffee rating, and this coffee now is going to be cold again. Yeah, it's cold. That's like a C+ coffee at best. I'm going to have to run upstairs and get a freshener upper. Break 5 buildings out of ice. Block the spawning. These are usually pretty easy because the Vex will do a lot of the ice breaking for you. It's easier than that. Probably easier than that because there's no flipping robots involved. The risk is getting off pace in terms of... we're just going to take a move. Like, this is like a free reactor. Oh, we have no time pods on this level yet? We're just going to take the move, I think. You don't want to get off pace. Like, there's one really. What's the one? Blocking the Vex spawns. Yeah, see, and we risk that. But we've got moosh things that can shoot. So we block a spawn here and shoot to free an ice. I think we can do it. You don't want to get caught, though. Not being able to block. And running out of turns. Yeah, I thought we'd get a pod. It's been a while. So you can go right ahead. That'll get me a nice big head start on breaking these things out of the ice. Yep, go right ahead. You can do all that stuff. Don't care. You go right ahead. I think I'm going to sneak in here with you. Shoot you. You'll die, though. Unless I do this first. No, you'll still die, because I think you don't... We'll get 2 buildings done. We won't block a spawn. I could do this. Do this. Shoot. You'll be free to take those 2 buildings. Shoot it, then bring him in. Fuck the time pod, kill him. And use you to kill you. I'll still get that 3rd building thawed. I'd rather get a building up here thawed because this is going to be exposed, but you know, I'll have 1, 2, 3 buildings thawed. Is that the way we want to do it? We want to just go with 2. We gotta do multiple on a turn at some point. This will get me a spawn, but I think this has to happen like this. But there's nothing else I can do that's productive other than do that. Yeah, it's kind of strange, but I think it's okay. There. So we've managed to block a spawn, which we're going to have to do. Get 2 buildings out. It's a strange one. I hope we haven't set ourselves up. Acid used to really worry me, but it doesn't, because it doesn't do damage on its own. If you can just avoid taking the mech damage, the acid won't be a problem. This is nice. That's really nice. Wow. You only do 3 damage, though. So do I just ignore you? You just stay there and shoot you. This will be my 4th building. We'll finish the spawn. And then I can finish you off, actually, if I come here. Yeah. We shoot you. We just ignore you. We punch you. And then we artillery you. Did he just heal? No, he just got experience. Finish the spawn. We move 1 closer to the ice. Yeah, this is good, I think. I think this was the way to do it. So someone's gonna have to hit ice now. Shoot that one is probably... You don't take enemies out of ice? What? Am I missing something? 2, 3, 4. Do we reset? I don't know. I don't know what the thing to do here is. Come back next time and see if I click this button. Will I reset the turn? Find out on the next episode of TB Roman Plays Into the Breach. Until then, thanks very much. See you soon.